Hello, hello, everybody. I know you used to see me and Jen. She's running just a few minutes late. So, welcome to the Creative Spirit channel. And at the same time, this is crafting news where no news is good news because it's all crafting news. You can't have bad news with crafting news, right? So we're right here today to talk about what's new and what's going on. So I'm going to start off differently today until, Jenny comes. But I'm going to go ahead and read you the quote of today, okay? And I'm taking it from 1 Minute with God for Women and Men, okay? And it's called Morning by Morning. How do I begin a new day with God, right? So it says, every morning a fresh invitation to meet with God before the demands of the day begin their assaults. There is a sacred window where you can set the tone for everything. Hold on, that's all right now. Hi, I'm live. You're not on. Hi, this is Jenny, and I'm on TV right now. Go ahead and get on when you get there. Okay, we are doing the news, but we're live. Yes, this is Jenny. Hold on, let me put you on speaker so you can hear her, y'all. She's on the road coming to me. Say something. So I was reading a morning quote for the morning quote. It's called Morning by Morning, and I was reading that when you called.
If you were, I'm sorry. You know what? I thought maybe I should check in with you because, as usual, you're holding on the fort while I'm running around like a crazy person because I got stuck in traffic. So I wanted to let you know that I am on my way to be there like in 4 or 5 minutes. So you can finish and I will pop on.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. Yay! So you heard it yourself, people. She's gonna be there in a couple of minutes. See you soon.
Right, love you.
Love you too. Bye. And this is live TV for y'all. So she is coming on soon. So as I was reading, there's a sacred window where you can start to tone for everything that follows. It does not require hours, it requires intention. A verse read slowly, a prayer whispered honestly, a moment of silence where you simply acknowledge His presence. Morning by morning, God's mercies are new. Morning by morning, His faithfulness greets you. Morning by morning, you have the chance to surrender the day before it begins. And one of His promises is in Psalms 90:14. Satisfy us in the morning with your unfailing love that we may sing for joy and be glad in all our days. Okay? So that was that quote in the morning, which I miss doing with y'all. So I'll make sure that I do that more often. Then the next one is for business leaders. Okay. So this quote for business leaders, here we go. It says, okay, where is it? Oh, wow. Okay, here it is. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. And that was written by no other than Ronald Reagan, our previous president. Isn't that a great thing? A great leader, let me read that again. A great leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. In other words, it's unselfish, right? If you're a leader at work, you want to go ahead and train your employees to do their greatest work. That's how you bring it out of them. You want to be able to tell them, hey, you know what? I am the leader of this pact, but I want you to be a great leader. So it's like a lot of people now are saying the boss. Well, there's no such thing as a boss anymore. Now you're saying leaders because, see, as leaders, we are established when we make our employees leaders. See, it's not about you. It's about who you work for. It's about your employees. It's about your customers. How do you treat your customers, right? And that's one thing you have to keep in mind. So here's your quote of the day from an employee. Were you hired because you met expectations? Or will you be promoted if you can exceed them? Hmm. Let me read that one again. You were hired because you met expectations. You will be promoted if you can exceed them, right? And that was by Saji Lejermi. Happiness is a real sense of fulfillment that comes from hard work, from Joseph Barbara. It's hard to beat a person who you never gives up. Babe Ruth said that one. If y'all know Babe Ruth, he's a famous baseball player. He's one that never gave up. If you notice, all the people that have succeeded in their business came from garages. They came from a cafe. They came from people that just wrote anything on a napkin, right? And made their dreams come true. I'm going to ask you this as an owner of your business, where do you want to see your business go? How do you want to get there? Do you want to just let it happen, or what can you do to make it grow? And these are questions that I'm always asking. Like, a lot of people that I meet today, especially self-entrepreneurs, they basically tell me, how do I make my business grow? Well, okay, we can answer that question. Basically, you grow by never giving up. You like that answer, huh? You make your business grow by never giving up. You walk your way up in a ladder. I know someone that has entered in as a customer service rep, and now they are the manager of the whole floor. Of course, it took them 10 years, but you know what? They never gave up. You keep steady. You keep your job steady. You grow within the company, okay? I have family members that start jobs at a low level and then work their way up. And that's the way you do it. But if you're a business owner, you want to go ahead and promote your business. It takes a good full year or two to establish your business, because you gotta, everything that you make, you have to put back into it, because you never know what's going on. So that's one of the things you can look at, and that's one of the things you can think about while you're doing your business is, one, never give up. But one of the things I want to give you in the Creative Spirit channel is that we are growing into new heights. Okay, and we have a lot of fabulous news. I'm waiting for Jen to come on. But in the meanwhile, what I would like to do is that I want to introduce you to one of our newest products that is just booming off the charts. And this is things, we're always coming up with new things to share with people, right? And one of the things that we're looking at is the postal exchange link. Now you're probably saying, what is that? You get a whole bunch of fun stuff every month. Okay, and it's $12 a month on our channel. All you got to do is go to the Creative Spirit channel and go to a postal link exchange and sign up for it. But what do you get with that? Well, there's a lot of stuff that you get, and it's fascinating because you're always getting a story. But let me go ahead and share that with you, and then we'll come back on and I'll tell you about more things that are going on with the Creative Spirit channel.
Remember the excitement of checking your mailbox and finding something special waiting just for you? Now you can experience that feeling every single month with the brand new Postal Ink Exchange. For only $12 a month, you'll receive a mailbox surprise filled with creativity, inspiration, and fun. Every month includes an inspirational card, a beautiful postcard, a recipe collection card, exclusive vendor discounts, fun magnets and stickers. And every month, a special surprise waiting in your mailbox. The Postal Ink Exchange is more than mail. It's happiness delivered from our heart to yours. Support small businesses, discover unique creations, and enjoy the joy of real mail again. Join the Postal Ink Exchange today for only $12 a month, exclusively from the Creative Spirit channel, where creativity comes to life.
Wow. That is the truth. So every month you're going to get a postcard. You get a letter from us. You get a letter what the merchants are giving away, or they're having some percentage or sale. All our merchants will be on there, and they're always giving a discount. What else you get? You get postcards that you can actually mail for somebody. Like, I'm always mailing postcards to anybody who lives outside of Florida, and I'll send them a postcard, because guess what? The vendor of the month, we make postcards for them, right? And how that works is that we go ahead and take the card itself, take a picture of one of their products, and we go ahead and we send it out. It comes with the package. So you get two postcards, you get bookmarkers, you get a sticker and a magnet to go on the door, and then you get a story of the month of Jack and Milo. Jack and Milo are always full of adventures and just full of everything that's going on. Let me see if I have an announcement of Jack and Milo. I usually do. Let me see. But here's one of the things that Jack and Milo is this when Jack and Milo meet Gracie. So I think this was her second book, and I'll go ahead and get a commercial from the first book because I don't think I have it on here. Look at that. We used to. So let me go ahead and share this with you, and that way we'll continue on that story so you can come on. All right. So you saw that's her second book when Jack and Milo meet Gracie. And she has a third book out coming out soon. But Jack and Milo are Pilot and his dog Milo, faithful Milo, and they are on an airplane and they fly all over Craftville. And you get that story and you get to read one of their exciting stories. Along with that, you get the recipe of the month. So what is that cook recipe? Oh my gosh. Now, if you want to know what exactly is in the package of the postal link, I made a video and it's on YouTube. You can go ahead and look at it, me opening the red envelope. And every month is different. Every month is a different color. But this month, you go ahead and you just pick the things out. And I showed everybody what exactly was in the envelope. It was good. I look forward to even this month. I am so excited. So, okay, so that's one of the things that we're doing this month, and I'm waiting for Jenny Connor. She was coming on. She has some technical difficulty, and we will get, I know she'll jump on. Okay, so one of the things that I want to talk to you about is the Creative Spirit Channel is always looking for people who are entrepreneurs, okay, and that you have your own business. You're not a millionaire company. You have to have your own business. You're a small company, and you just want to make it out there, right? Hold on, let me see. Okay. All right. I thought that was a message from somebody. All right. So, um, you want to go ahead and get that extra hoof. So the Creative Spinner channel, is one of these companies that loves to help people. We love helping people. Nowhere else will you find that you can advertise us on the TV, on Roku TV, Apple TV, and Fire TV, Amazon TV. And we're also on phone apps. If you download the Creative Spirit channel, we're on your Apple phone and when you're on your Android phone. And you get free advertisement on there. Well, not really free. Only if you go on the Having Fun with J&J show. And that's usually Fridays at 1. But today we decided to do the news because it is well due because we have a lot of things going on. So we're right here and we're trying to help as many merchants as we can. Usually I will go in Florida and Jenny is in Texas and we go to places with their markets and I look for the entrepreneurs that are making their stuff and we had them on the channel. And she's trying to get connected and she's not able to. Let me see if I'll send her the link because it's not working. Hold on. I will give her the invitation. She was on here earlier. I don't understand. Technical difficulty. It always happens. Hold on. Sam. S D K J N M W 4. Oop. Oops, sorry. to hold on, everybody. I might as well give you another commercial while we wait, right? Because I know she's trying to get on. So bear with me, and I will definitely put out another commercial for you. Hold on, let me see. Who haven't you seen lately? Okay. Well, look who we look who we got on here.
Holy Mary, Mother of Mercy.
It was one of those things.
You know, it's so good that this is a news day because we always make news. 3 browsers later.
It's only been 19 days. You're all right.
You know, but as usual, Jeanette has been holding down the fort. Do you a round of applause. Where's your...
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Am I right? Am I right? Well, I'm sure everybody got, she was showing our commercials.
Yeah.
And she was showing some of our stuff, and she did a reading. And what else did you do while I was gone?
Well, I did a leader's quote, and then I did an employee's quote, and then I gave a morning by morning God quote. So I did
it. And this is me, Krilla, driving. avoiding the popo.
we are like, she's never been late though. You've never been late though.
I've never been late like this. I was driving down the road and I was thinking, okay, if I get pulled over, I'm just going to show them the show and say, look, I got to be on the show.
That's it. And they would have said, "Oh,
Write me the ticket. Just write me the ticket.
yeah, just write her the ticket. That's it."
And we haven't done the news for a very long time. And of course,
It's only been 1 month. That's it. That seems like a long time. It's only been 1 month. That's it. We didn't
but
do one for July. That's
we've
it.
had so much news, and so
I know. Now
this
we
is
get to say it.
this is a news show with no news, right?
Yeah, this is the no news, good news, but always crafting news. I made that up 3 years ago.
I know we're still using it.
I know. It's
So,
good
so,
stuff.
so what have we got going? So
I told them about the postal link exchange, like how
yes,
I went all over that. So they got that, and I'm hoping that they just go on there, and be
you
with
know
us.
what, guys? For $12 a month, this is what I'm thinking. It's the best thing for. It's always the best thing for you to do it, to have it coming in your mailbox. But if you know someone that maybe lives alone, guy or gal, and they don't have a lot of interaction, or you can't think of a gift to give them, this is a great gift. And Jeanette and I are working on some packages, like a gear subscription, that kind of thing. We're trying to organize it how it's going to work best. Hopefully, we're going to have it on the Etsy, the Creative Spirit Etsy.
Yeah. And
Or
what we like,
as well as our website.
yeah,
So
and
it's a great gift to yourself, great gift for someone that you love, and people are saying they're waiting to get it. And I'm sure
yeah,
you said that, but
yeah. Well, I didn't say that part, but I'll tell you what, though, a lot of people are very excited when they get it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cute!" And they like the key ring. I didn't mention the key ring, which has quotes of the day to keep you going, and it comes and I imagine you getting a whole bunch of quotes on that, and it's just really nice to have. I look forward to it. Actually, I anticipate. I'm like, "Are you mail it out yet? Did you mail it out yet? Did you mail it out?" I'm bragging. Did you get it out there yet? Because I'm like already saying, now I have been on other sites that offer similar, and they do not cost $12 a month. So we're getting a lot for $12 a month. And
and
I've seen people where I'm paying 45, 40, $35 for this, and they don't get half of what we're getting. You're getting a letter. That's
I
about it.
know. And the idea of this came to us about helping our vendors as well as bringing more
Yep.
people into the
That's how
channel.
it first started, actually. We wanted to
Yep.
help our vendors. How can we help our vendors get out there
And
and
so
be,
we
yeah,
have the most amazing artistic vendors, and
yes.
I'm trying to look for it because I had it here. This is a sneak peek of,
Uh-oh.
I have the book one, but I don't want the book one. I'll find it for you.
Well, we were developing this. I felt that there was something always missing. And I said, Jen, there's
Okay,
something,
so
something's
this
missing.
is one of the postcards. This is from one of our favorite vendors,
Yeah, Miss
Miss
Craft
Crest.
Princess.
And so this is a really great thing to send to someone that you love that you haven't seen for a long time. But it's got her website and it's her artwork. And so not only are you sending this to someone you love, you're sending the vendors getting free marketing. They're getting marketing for their business. And then on the back, we have this is our creative spirit. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep.
Postcard. So we're offering percentages off on some of the Jeanette's offering on her clocks. She's making some amazing clocks, guys.
I showed the three of them this morning.
She just showed me. And we're going to go to this for a second because, look, Jeanette and I are always ruthlessly truthful with y'all.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Any business you have, I know you always see like the funny part and, we're all looking good and our hair is done and, stuff like that. But we're just like every one of you guys. We go through things we're like, we're not doing this anymore. Or I I want to do something else, or someone's sick, or she's got a new puppy.
Yeah.
You know, things are moving in and out of my house. I've got
Me
grandkids.
too.
I mean, everybody's got stuff. Okay,
Everybody's got things. Yeah.
everybody's got things, and so you get to the point, and talked to her a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, "All right, I'm not going to be doing creations of the heart anymore." I'm like, "Okay." And she said, "Well, I'm just not up to it. I'm really love the channel, and we got to get the channel going, and blah, that, yada, yada, yada."
Yeah.
So I just let her go, and she said she did say she was going to do her clocks. I said, okay. So we've been going back and forth. Really haven't had a heart to heart the last couple of weeks. We've both been real busy.
Yeah.
And she pops up today and shows me like 3 new clocks.
Yeah.
And me, I just finished my 3rd book, which I said I wasn't going to do anymore, in a way, for a while.
And that's it right there.
So I have a new book and a new activity book, kids book, and Jeanette is just going to town on clocks. She's got some amazing clocks coming up.
I'm gonna do a show on that, to let them know what I'm having, or make a video like I always do, and show the clocks that I have.
This is just what happens when you have a small business. Okay, we did an amazing show with Charity.
Oh yeah,
at the Hot Spot Cafe. If y'all haven't seen it, you really need to watch it because she's wonderful.
Yes, and I did fix the cartoon, so it's up and
And
running.
and we have a new cartoon for Charity. It's so adorable. I actually did a radio show with her local affiliate in Indiana, and I am working. I was just talking about this. So I've been trying to get my podcast together. It's more than y'all think. And so my husband is moving out of his office to take his office to another location. And it just said, okay, there it is.
Now she's going to go to town and make that her, like, remember how I had my room? It's like, gonna be.
It's gonna be. So this will involve paint. I'm thinking of filming it.
I wanted to go and paint with her, like
I'm painting and making it at the Creative Spirit channel place. So we get serious. But my point is that you go ebbs and flows, keeps ebbs and flows. Yep. There's days you wake up and you're like, oh heck no.
Yeah, most of us feel that way.
I'm going to do something else, or I don't want to do this. But every time Jeanette and I have to like sometimes, and I know she does this too. We always call each other. We kind of know each other's schedules, but since we're both all over the place, we don't know. So I'll call, and I know she's doing something, and she's like, I gotta call back, right? And then she'll call me, and I'm like, I'm not talking to people right now. But as soon as I hear her voice, I'm in it. You get into a groove, or you get into a pout, or you get into a mood, and you just are like,
yeah,
kind of.
Sometimes I just like I want to hear everything, and I'm like, I'm calling Jenny. So I got the, or when something hits, like the idea of the stories for the postal link, I said, Jenny, I got an idea. This is what I'm looking at. And she goes, what are you looking at? I said, what if I write it and I'll tell you? So I wrote it and I sent it to her, and I said, what you think? She goes, I like it. When she goes like that, I go, yay, that's a win. So now that's in the postal link exchange, which is good because I'm incorporating her Jack and Milo, which I fell in love with the characters. That's why I can get really into it. And then I write what whoever is the merchant of the month, we get to write this story with the merchant and Jack and Milo. And I just love writing it, and it's her book. So it's like, yay. So I'm using her characters, and you can always get a copy of that, right? With the Postal Link Exchange.
Always.
You get
We're gonna the Postal Ink. This started out to be, again, with us, everything that we do, we start out thinking one thing,
yep.
and it evolves. And Jeanette and I actually do a lot of, because we're not, obviously, you guys are not together. We're in other places in the United States.
Yeah.
But I'll say something, and she'll pick it up, or she'll say, "I want to do this," and I'm like, "Okay." And we kind of feed off each other and create things together. So when we do this, like, this is one of the letters. You can't really see it. Okay, that's what's coming in your mailbox if you join. And we're trying to take the moment that we're in, the month that we're in, and try to put that into some kind of cohesiveness for the month and what people are thinking and why we're doing what we're doing. And part of the Creative Spirit channel, it did start to be about crafters, artisans, and artists.
It started like that.
But now it's kind of an outreach, and we're talking to people just about everything. And so,
and we want something that people are not getting either, Jenny, because, all people get in the mail these days is junk mail, buy this, buy that. Bills. Or bills, exactly, bills. And soon people get bills even in their phones now. So when you said, "Hey, let's do this," and it was an idea we both came up with, and I was like, "Well, what can we do in there?" And that's the thing, that me and Jenny could be on the phone, and we don't have to say a word. Our brain is working. It's like, okay, we can do this. Oh, we can do this. Oh, I'm doing this, and it comes together. And we always think it's not about ourselves. It's mainly what can we do for the merchants that have been with us for so long, right?
Yeah.
We have our OGs on here, and they're just wonderful. So we say, how can we support them? So we came up with this mailing letter, and it has worked. I'm like, oh, wow. So every day people are joining the Postal Link, and I'm just real happy about it because it's something that we enjoy doing. I love writing the stories. I'm just happy to do it.
Because I don't actually get one in the mail, because I send them. So I don't get them in the mail, but I know people are getting them, and they're like, this is so cool.
Yeah. I have a merchant that she's saying that she's saving them. She's saving every single one of them. And the thing is, we know our max.
We have a great recipe this month.
Yep.
And she's saving the recipes, right?
Yep. She is.
They're all the same size, 5x7.
And the magnets, I got them in my fridge. Every single one of them. I could bring I got the magnets going on, and I put them on my fridge. I say, okay. So it's so cute. And let me tell you something. We actually enjoy this. Like when she says, okay, this person's gonna be the vendor of the month that we're gonna highlight. I said, oh, okay. So we get in touch with the vendor, and then they tell us, okay, I tell them, send me a picture of whatever product, right? So from that's how I make the story. And then I give them the Bible verse at the end, right? And I'm like, okay. And then I go and I send it to Jenny. So it's like a converter. It's like, first it starts with the merchant, then it comes to me. I write the story, then I send everything to Jenny, and Jenny puts it together. So that's how it works. And this is all through different states. Like the next person of the month lives like 6 hours away from me, but yet we talk, and she'll send me, I wrote the story, and now I send it to Jenny, and Jenny is in Texas. So now she's putting it all together, and then she mails it out to everybody.
And this vendor, she's one of our first vendors.
Yeah, she's an OG.
She's an OG. And she gave us a couple of choices, and I said, I gotta feel it. Again,
yeah, I didn't feel it either. We were sharing the pictures, and I was like, no.
We're still creative people, guys, and we kind of know what we're looking at. And this gal's got a lot of body. She's got a lot of content. She does a lot of really beautiful stuff. and we were scrolling through together. We were doing this the other night. We scrolled through together, and I'm like, okay, I like this one, but I like this one. And she sees it, and we're both spinning the story already from this one, and it's totally not what you would think, right? Like all of the work that we had for Catherine, that wouldn't have been, Catherine didn't pick. In fact, she said, "Oh, I forgot about that." Right? So
she actually sent us 4 pictures, and we were like, and I'm in my mind saying, how can I write a story about that? Because see, I have to think the process is always about Jack and Milo.
Right.
So I have to think, how is Jack and Milo gonna fit in? And I have to really think, because I'm writing these stories and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. And it's like she said, she's like, nah. And then we started going through her pictures, and then Jenny said, look at this one. And I was like, I can't say it. I don't want to say it because it's a surprise for next month. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that one. Ooh. And all of a sudden, my mind started going, quick, 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 quick. I said, wait. And all of a sudden, she sees me quiet. I'm like, and she's like, you there? I'm like, yeah, hold on. And I'm writing, and she's going, what are you doing? I said, I'm writing the intro. I gotta show you. And I read it to her, and she goes, oh, I like that.
I like
when
it.
I say that's my cue, I like it. It's like, okay, I'm good. And that's it.
It is really, it's a joy. It's very cool, and I think it's a win for everyone.
Yeah.
Because if you just get that little bit in your mailbox, you get discounts from our vendors.
And not only that, postcards help too. You can send a real pretty postcard to somebody. Say, I'm just thinking about you. Look at this vendor that I'm sending you. Ain't it cute? And you send it in the mail. It's just a stamp.
It's you don't even have to like go down and get a card. You just people don't really want to have the whole, this is my year. I woke up in January, went back to bed in February, woke up in March. They just want to know they're being thought about.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have a little postcard like this, and by the way, speaking of that, we're going to, when we get to about a dozen of these, we're going to start selling these. So you can actually buy these on.
I didn't know that. That's new.
Yeah. I'm debating about putting them in envelopes, because they do come with envelopes, but I like just the idea of people getting a postcard in the mail like they used to in the old days.
I know, they just don't do that anymore.
They
don't do that anymore.
And there's a rule, like it's not reading other people's mail if it's a postcard, because it's out there.
Yeah.
So it's just a postcard saying hello to someone. It's gonna be, part of your package.
Their day. If I get a postcard in the mail, I smile automatically,
and I start
posting. Yes.
And then if you're a vendor, this is with, I go to a lot of people's homes, and there are people who have this, because we have magnets now. So you're going to take one of our magnets and you're going to put this on the fridge with your card, and your people are going to have a vendor there. Yeah. So we're helping the vendors, and we're bringing people who may not have, fun stuff in their mail. We have stories, discounts, a recipe. I know what we're going to think about. There's things in my mind that we can add to that. You get Jeanette's letter every month. You get a letter from us as a company, what we're thinking about, what we're doing, and
it's just fun stuff. And I love, like, I tell her, I keep bugging her, did you mail it yet? Because I get the call too. It's like, have y'all mailed out the vendor thing yet? I'm like, no, not yet. Sorry, I'll get to you. And then I tell her, Jenna, hurry up and finish it.
I know. And we're still small, and remember, it's just us. So
yeah, it's just 2 people. So but
thank God
we're
God, these
working
have,
ahead of time. We're already doing
yeah,
September, so August
thank
is.
God these have, I don't have to lick anything.
Oh, I
Um,
like.
but I already have one in my head for October, and we're just getting into September, and we're going to do August. So you're going to be able to either get a subscription, I think, but I think we're going to sell these separately.
Yeah,
So if you just want, we just did that. This was the 4th of July one, the one that
yeah, that was July.
and if you want to send someone who's very patriotic or who's very excited about the world, the nation that we live in, you can send them that one.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to do this so they have a different one every month, and hopefully we'll just keep it going, and we might make changes. But it's our latest. We have a few more things, but the Postal Ink Exchange, we're just trying to bring a little bit of community and concern for others,
Yeah.
and thoughtfulness about keeping track of people that you may not have, maybe you have someone that you haven't spoken to, and it might have been a little bit rough the last time. If you send them something like this, they're going to smile.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, wow, that was really nice of them to send that.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll give you a call and thank you for it.
Even if you just write thinking of you, because that's the month, like thinking of you,
Yeah.
and that's all. And I was also telling them about the if you want to join us, what you do and who we serve and who we're all about, because we're all about the merchants that really can't afford $10,000, $15,000 for a minute commercial. I told them you do really have to look at the Creative Spirit Channel website to see how we operate and what we do for people. And and I told them businesses come out of garages, homes, Lord knows where, from a cafe written on a napkin. Come on.
Back of their car. Yep.
Right, back of the car. You just never know. It's like you always have fascinating stories. I want to be able to tell people when I'm 75 years old that, look, we did that. Yeah, and that's fun. And I look forward to, and you should see a lot of people here. It's okay. That was
Boo Boo.
blooper. It was a
We love bloopers.
I know, and we thought we were over them back in the beginning, but here's the I know, right? So here's the thing, that we're always looking for people who want to be on our channel, who are just really looking to make their business grow, and we really care about them. This is not a hoax. This is not something that we get rich by, no. But you know what? We maintain it from people like you, like yourselves, that enjoy all of these little extra stuff that we're doing. I'm gonna tell you, I think the Postal Link Exchange is the best thing we ever came up with. I love
It's
that.
really good. And go to our YouTube channel. If you please subscribe. I'm thinking of putting it on here just so that people know that we're on the YouTube. What we're trying to do is, we don't want to charge. Everybody has to have a little skin in the game. So we're about what it costs to be in a pop-up one weekend. Okay. I just talked to a little gal across the street. She's going to go into a store that has different vendors inside.
Right.
She's going to spend $250 a month to do that. Okay.
Man.
That's cool. I appreciate that. I don't want anybody not advertise or market their business.
Right.
What I'm saying to you is that we're going to bat for you. We're going to show your commercial. We're going to put your show on our channel. No. Do we have 1 million people yet? No. But the more vendors we get in, the more people that we get on the channel, the more views you're going to get. And you have to grow. And what we want to do is we want external forces like YouTube, like if our podcast, like this, the Postal Ink Exchange, to support the channel, because it does cost. Everything costs, guys.
That's
We're
true.
not blowing smoke up the old stovepipe.
Uh-huh.
Nothing is FREE. If they tell you it is,
It's a lie.
it's a lie. Okay,
Yep.
this is a business expense, but you got to use your business expense money wisely.
Right.
And so when we're talking about small business and we're trying to bring it to the forefront, that brings you into the conversation.
Right.
We'll have you on our Having Fun with J&J show for free. I'll put you on the podcast for free once it gets started.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you have an evangelical or you have a Christian bent to your business, Jeanette will put you on Inspired Reflections.
Yep.
She'll talk to you about how Christ has helped you
Mm-hmm.
grow in your business.
Yep.
Okay, even if it's not really a crafting business, even if it's a business, because we're your a small business is creative.
Yeah, like the
It's
pharmacy we have on here. They're with us all the time, the
all the
pharmacy.
time.
And you know, they just they small, she established this pharmacy all on her own. She's a pharmacist. Her and her husband run the business, and they're with us, and they say, you know, we'll give you a chance because we're growing too, and it's helped them too. So we're very happy to have them on our platform, you know, to with us
So
as well.
if you're a crafter, again, we don't always just want crafters, artists, and artisans. The pharmacy has people
Mm-hmm.
that buy crafts.
That's right.
They have a business base. So when we advertise the pharmacy, their clients, their customers are going to say, wow, I want to watch this Creative Spirit channel,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to see you. You
Yeah.
see? So instead of being like on Facebook where you're just marketing to other quilters, painters,
Yeah.
potters,
You gotta
okay,
go out.
you got to go out and find a customer base.
Mm-hmm.
So your product hopefully is a product that you could buy for yourself, you could buy for another person, right?
That's
You
right.
may not, I may not, need another clock, which I always do, but
Mm-hmm.
Jeanette's clocks are fabulous gifts.
Hmm.
I love my clock. My clock is on my mantelpiece. It's my favorite thing. It will go with me everywhere. It's just adorable. And it's a great gift. So we really are working to bring the crafting world into the business world.
That's
And,
right. That's
you
right.
know, Jeanette and I were talking about, Jeanette had an opportunity to open the same thing. Like we were looking at a storefront, trying to think that, we could get crafters in that way. We'd have a storefront. She could go out of that. Right now, it's not a good use of our money because she's going to have to be there.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why we're doing this, because we understand. We looked
Mm-hmm.
at the numbers. We looked at what it would cost. We looked at our days. Like, you have to be there. If you open a storefront, you have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be here,
Mm-hmm.
but we're a little bit more flexible. We can change things up. I can run late, and she's going to give me a finger later. Don't do that to me again. But, I'll take it. But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to lift that off of you,
Mm-hmm.
help us to grow, help us to expand. And we're going to have an audience of 1 million people. That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want 1 million eyeballs on this channel. So even if they don't know you, they know crafting, and you can say, this is where I'm at.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been, and a lot of TVs, if you really go into it, you can appear on them and you'll be there for one day. That's it. One day, one mention. Here is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that the TV just puts you on and it shows you any time of day, all kind of hours. It's a smart little TV here. So, it can do a lot of wonders for you, and we are growing. Every day we're growing. Our YouTube is growing. People are growing, and we have so many things on there now. I did do a major cleanup because I
She
said, you know
did.
what? the way we have it is that we're growing, that I had to take away the movies that we used to do. It's like, well, you know what? We don't need this anymore. We got our own movies. Whoosh, delete.
Their own content.
Yeah, the old cartoons that we had, well, we don't need this because now we have our own. Whip, delete. And it made a change in the algorithm so well that our numbers grew, and it's like, oh, okay, we needed to clean up because see, those things was probably hindering us, not true, but we were just doing that as filler, right? And then all of a sudden, now we have all this content because me and Jenny, one thing we don't do is we don't go to sleep on the channel. We're always thinking about what can we do next? What can someone else do next? What can someone else have a show on? Hey, if you're a musician and you sing, send us a video. We'll put you on the channel. So
See, and we're not sanitized. Like sometimes I do. I get a little peakery because I see people on Instagram and now they have all these very slick things. And Jeanette and I always wanted to stay real. Like,
yeah.
I think in the back of our mind, we're trying to think that we're going to glam it up a little bit, and people will take us more seriously if we look a little bit more like, Martha Stewart,
Yeah, no.
type of things. But you know what? That's not us.
I think the
And
only thing fake about us is the background because, I don't want to show my home. But
I know. That's why I ran because I was like, oh my gosh, my desk. I showed her my desk today. She's like, you gotta be kidding me. I said, I know. That's why I'm getting the other room because I'm oozing out of my
and the
office.
thing is when she says that, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to do the same thing. You know what? I can do it. I have the stands for it. So when she does it, I'll do it. And then we won't need a green screen behind us or anything like that. We just buy the material, hang it up behind
I
us.
know. I'm looking at the house, guys. I'm gonna paint, but what really was fun, and y'all really have to watch the show with Charity. It's a Having Fun with J&J.
Yeah.
And she's marvelous. She really is. And the show turned out so well. I have my wind.
Actually, it's playing now.
It's over there in my sun catcher thing. And we did it on camera. And it was, again, on the fly.
Mhm.
We didn't plan things.
We never do.
We never do. And sometimes they turn out like today. And then sometimes they turn out like with Charity. But that's what we want. We just want you to be you. Because every crafter knows. Have you ever sat, when I used to do interiors, right? And I'd watch those shows, and in like 3 hours, they totally recreate the old house.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Guys, I hate to tell you that, okay? Half the time, they're stapling drapes to the wall, okay? It's all, by the time the show's over, they have to tear it down. It's like a fake set. It's a set, okay? We don't want to bring in a fake set. When Jeanette does her clocks, you see her do her clocks. And it's not time-lapsed. It's not fixed up. It's the way it is.
Yeah, and when Jeffrey does his pins that he messes, he goes, oops, that was a mistake.
Because there's oops, right? So I think we're a little bit different on that, and I think people appreciate that. We might have a couple people that really can produce. I think Miss Craft Princess.
Oh yeah, she does. She's grown.
She's grown and she's got it. She's got her show down.
Yep.
Down pat. My son, I'm trying to get him back on because he's doing more of a talk show kind of thing with his.
He's grown.
He has in his drawing. So we really are trying to bring the craft world to you, and I'm again, we would like outside forces, people coming in, subscribing, buying our products. Our store is going to be up soon, from us, so that we can support the channel and we can still bring this to you. And I can quit my job, guys. Please.
Yeah, I want her off the road so she don't be late no more. I gotta throw that in there.
gotta get me off the road. So that's kind of where we're at, and Jeanette and I have things in our minds that we really want to do. But let's face it, guys, it takes money.
It does. It
You know,
does.
it's unfortunately that's, I wish it could,
Reality.
I could be bewitched, she could be I Dream of Jeannie, and we could snap our way, but I, yeah, my Twitcher's not working.
No, my blinking either.
Not
No.
really.
Yeah.
So we have that. Again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can watch past,
I think we got a button like that. Here it is.
yep,
Boom.
boom, like and
Put it
follow
in.
us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything's on there. Monday evening, we're talking about our wellness. That's another thing that we've
Oh,
been
that
doing.
is yeah, we've been off really good on that. If you want to hear an honest conversation about weight loss, you got to join us Mondays at 7, because Jeffrey and I, we have been talking at it. His is going strong. The man
We're
has
done
lost
with it.
about 60 pounds,
Yeah, we're
you
done
know.
with it.
Yeah, and me on the other hand, you'll see my challenge on there. You got to watch the show. It's called Creative Wellness,
Yep.
and you got to follow it, and then you'll see my story on there. I'm not going to say it here, but it's something. It's honest. It's an honest thing what everybody goes through every day.
Yep. We're not going to sit there in our little tight little spandex and say, I was this big yesterday and now I'm this big. Weight
Yeah,
loss is not,
it's not
it's not
easy,
easy.
especially anybody after 60. So no.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And so we're talking about that because that's all part of how we feel. And if we're doing our own businesses, you really have to be feeling up to it and feeling well and good about yourself. So we're doing that. Our craft bill is growing, guys. It's
Oh my gosh.
hysterical. We have the Creative Cafe now. We've got
Yes. And the thing is here's how it works. I called Jenny and I go, Jenny, what should I do this month for the cartoon? She goes, well, we haven't got this. I'm like, oh yeah, we need that in the city, don't we? I mean, talking about a city, I feel like one of those games that's, Farmville, you grow this much seed and all of a sudden it was like, and we didn't mean it to be like that. It was just one little cartoon that we're doing. All of a sudden, it has grown. We have a city, y'all. We even got a pool.
We got a pool, we got an airport.
We got an airport. Guess who's the pilot? Jack and Milo.
Jack and Milo, of course. And
You
we
gotta
got
see
an
the
adoption,
cartoon.
pet adoption.
Oh my gosh.
It's just it's so much fun to watch them.
Yeah.
And so we've got that going. We're trying to get Jeff back. Jeff is
He's in Horseland. He's about to buy a farm.
I know.
And with his 2 horses and donkey.
I would say that is because of Whimsy Woods.
Yes.
Because he started that, and now he's actually making his own Whimsy Woods. That's what he wants to do.
For real. He has 2 horses and a donkey. I wish we got to invite him back on to let him talk about his farm, because it is amazing that he's buying a farm, and I'm like, and he did say that he's gonna see if he can find someone that looks like Chuck.
So he's our guest.
He's gonna, get you gotta see, it's on the cartoons. We have, on our cartoon channel, we have the Craftville cartoons, which is about Craftville, USA.
Yep.
Then we have Whimsy Woods, right? And then we have the Christian cartoons. We can't forget about those. We got the Christian cartoons on there. You have to enjoy them. And we're in the moment. Also in the process of chaining it where you can actually get like a TV guide thing and you can actually go and look at it. I can't wait for that to happen. So it's like really cool. You have to follow us. We're very excited. We're growing. And I don't know what else Jenny's gonna have in her mind to make this anything. Or what else she gives me a hint and I'm like, oh, I have an idea, so you just never know. So just, we want you to watch it, not as well as be in it, but, watch it and see if that's something where you want to be.
Share it.
Yeah, and share it. Oh my gosh, look, it's 59:36. We gotta go.
Yeah, we're almost they're gonna cut us off. We're gonna cut ourselves off.
I know. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye.
All right, guys.
We will see you next month with more crafting news, with no news.
Hopefully we're gonna have more good news for you.
Yeah, we're all good news. All right. Say bye.
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 Bye.